Well, it's good to welcome you all here. We have a number of things to cover, and I want to begin with Brenda Burgy from United Way, talking about the Day of Caring that's coming up. Brenda?
Thank you, Mayor. Hi, everyone. I'm Brenda Burgy. I'm one of the chairpeople this year for the 2018 United Way campaign. I'm very proud to be serving alongside my friend Jeff Fitzgerald and Ann Miles. And it's a very special year for us. It's our 100th anniversary. So today I'm talking about our annual kickoff, which is September 7th. And we're doing the third annual Day of Caring this year. So the day begins with an inspirational breakfast at 7:30 a.m. at the Civic Center. And the breakfast will feature a choir of students throughout Allen County, and the choir will be led by Amy Phillips from Lima Senior High School. After the breakfast, about 300 Day of Caring volunteers will disperse, and they will go to various agency sites. And they'll be doing lots of hands-on activities, such as installing smoke alarms, distributing food, painting, and doing some home repairs, as well as even hosting a picnic for people with special needs. We'd like to thank our Day of Caring sponsors today: Tuttle Construction Touchstone, Trisco, Dominion, Rudolph Foods, Cupie, Lima Pallet, and Swartz Contracting. Now, Mercy Health, the City of Lima, and United Way initiated a very special project this year in conjunction with Day of Caring. We wanted to work on a project that would benefit the entire community. The project is phase one of an update to the skate park, which is located just across from Fur Oak Park. We'll be upgrading with new paint, trees, a drinking fountain, picnic tables, sand volleyball courts, and a Born Learning Trail. How many know what a Born Learning Trail is? I had no idea. It's very cool. So it is an interactive series of signs, so when families are out walking or playing at the park, they can engage in very family-oriented activities. Several organizations contributed to this particular project, so we thank Mercy Health, the City of Lima, Web Insurance, Perry Protech, Ashland, SSOE, P&G, Topmark Federal Credit Union, State Bank, Patriot, and Blacktop Ceiling Company. So we have lots of folks involved with this particular day to make it a success. So I guess I'd like to close just by asking people to consider making a donation to United Way. One donation helps 19 agencies and 25 programs right here in our local community, right in our own backyard. So, and if anybody has not run a United Way campaign, we'd also like to encourage them to reach out to us, give us a call, and we'd be happy to help facilitate one. Thanks.
Terrific.
Thanks, Mayor.
Thank you. So that kickoff is on the 7th, correct?
Correct.
The morning of the 7th, which is a week from this coming Friday. So thank you. And Peggy Ehora, who is the External Affairs Manager for Dominion, is here to talk about a project that's happening on West Market. Good morning.
Hi, thank you. Well, first of all, I want to apologize to the residents of Lima for, I think we're a little late to the party in talking about this project. So I was thinking about this last night, that you go down 75 and it's orange barrels, and Market Street this summer in Lima has been orange barrels and orange cones. And it seems like, it's kind of a go to the left, come back over, go to the left. And a couple weeks ago, we started a project down on Market Street. And typically we talk about these things beforehand, before we get started, to give everybody a little bit of heads up. We started early because the City of Lima has a sewer project on High Street that we needed to get ahead of, and then this is the remainder of that project. So we started on High Street and we moved over to Market. But basically this is PIR, Pipeline Infrastructure Replacement Program 334. We have been replacing old bare steel pipe throughout our service territory for about the last 8 or 9 years. Obviously, Lima is one of the oldest communities for us, so the pipe is the oldest. We are replacing approximately 14,998 feet of existing low-pressure pipe. And the low-pressure pipe, for those of you that live in the city and have meters inside your basement, that feeds off of a low-pressure system. We are replacing that with 2, 4, and 6-inch medium-pressure pipe, which means that anybody that has a meter in their basement, when you go to a medium pressure system, those meters have to come outside, which means the 204 services, roughly 204 houses or businesses along that project and that area will have to have access to the house to take, the meters will come out. We have to have access to get back in. I have my badge inside my purse, which I meant to grab. We always like to remind people about the safety aspect of it. All of our employees and contractors carry a badge, so anybody asking for access to your house should have something that identifies themselves as either being a Dominion contractor or a Dominion employee. If you go down Market Street right now, you'll see a lot of InfoSource trucks, but in the middle of all of that, there'll be a couple Dominion trucks, so there's always a Dominion employee on site. If anybody has any questions, they can always find somebody from the company to talk to. I think one of the most important things that we talk about for us is safety first, and I think the mayor would agree when you have the kind of construction that we have on the main thoroughfare of Lima, Ohio this summer, is that when you are weaving in and out, at the end of the day, it's important for all of our employees and contractors to go home the way that they came in. And it's really difficult sometimes, you don't think about it, but they really are at risk when you are in a very high traffic area. And so we know that it's disruptive to your normal schedule. We know that it's inconvenient for folks, and sometimes that's frustrating for them, but we ask everyone to please take care when you're driving through these construction zones. I noticed on my way here to the press conference today that, for example, we have one block of Woodlawn closed. We have one block of Kenilworth closed on either side. And what we're doing right now is when we come in ahead of these projects before we start installing pipe, everything that you're seeing going on down those sidewalks is we drop cameras down and we take videotape of all the sewer laterals and everything that's underneath there so that we have an idea of what's there, because that's a whole other safety call. Before you dig, don't hit things, and it happens. But that's what the work that's going on right now. So we were on Market Street. Now we're coming on the side streets. Project parameters are basically the west portion of the project is Jameson. The east side of it is Jameson. The west side is Glenwood. The north side of it is High Street. And then the south part of it is Spring Street. There's only some of like Glenwood, some of those streets in between. There's maybe one block, the 100 block south or south will be involved, but the north between High on most of those, almost all of those houses down there will be touched by Dominion in the next couple months. We anticipate that we'll be done with this project on about the first week of November. We will do, weather permitting, all of the hard restoration, which means sidewalks, before the end of 2018, and then return probably in early or spring of 2018 to do the soft restoration. So as always, if there's issues, please let us know. If there's problems or there's things that you think that we should be aware of, we would like to know. But we just always like for people to know what's going on down there, just so they have some sense of what type of work's being done.
Soft restoration means lawn.
Lawns, seeds, it doesn't do us a lot of good to seed if you get late or, into the winter months. And, we have specifications in our projects that we have to get those yards back to so much germination. And so we typically like to do that when the weather is more conducive to grass growing. So we'll come back in the spring. So we want people to not get alarmed that we will throw straw down. But that does not mean that we have seeded and we are done. We throw straw down for a lot of different reasons, either for environmental codes or just, to keep the soils down, but we will be back to finish the project. So, okay.
Very good.
Yeah, thank you.
In addition to Peggy's remarking on the IDs for their project folks, the city also started last week our own meter replacement efforts, and we have contractors out also knocking on doors, basically changing out water meters around the city. So those folks also have appropriate credentials, and if people do have questions, they can call Utilities Department if there's any question about the validity of somebody knocking on their door for that purpose. So thank you. Aubree Kaye and Jodie Robinson are here from Downtown Lima to talk about an upcoming project and special anniversary.
Yes.
Aubree?
First, I'd like to introduce Jodie Robinson. She is producing an event downtown here called for us, and I'll let her take it away in September. Hey guys, I'm super excited about a brand new event that's happening right here in downtown Lima. It's a wine, chocolate, and art walk. It's going to be Thursday, September 13th. The bulk of the event is going to go from 5 to 9 p.m. We have over 20 area businesses that are participating. They're going to host us. Basically, you'll go in, you'll get either a wine or a chocolate sample. And then other things that you can expect, you can take a ride on the trolley as you tour around downtown Lima and check out all the new things popping up. We've got 2 food trucks. We're going to have some live entertainment. We've got a band called Prudence. We've got Chris Brokamp, and then 3 dance performances, jazz arts, Salsa in Lima, and then also Steppin' Out Dance Center. So there's going to be a lot of things going on. We also have over a dozen area artists that are going to have displays set up, and you can shop all their unique creations that they've got going on too. So we're just really super excited about this event. It's only $20 to get a ticket. You can go to Eventbrite and be able to get your ticket reserved there. There's like a $1.60 processing fee for that. And then we also threw in an after party too. So that's going to start up at 8:30. It'll be over at the Happy Days patio at the Civic Center. And you can stop over there. There's going to be a band for the first hour and then a local comedian for the last 30 minutes. Jodie McDermott is going to be sharing some good stuff with us too. So very excited. There's going to be so much value in this. And what a great way to celebrate all the great happenings that we have right here in downtown Lima.
Also, Downtown Lima is celebrating our 20th anniversary this year as a Main Street program. So it has been 10 years since we created a deck of historical playing cards. So for our 20th anniversary, we are creating a deck of 20th anniversary playing cards of all the great new developments in Downtown Lima. We are basically doing this as a fundraiser because our downtown has looked gorgeous with planners this year, and we are actually out of planners. We have businesses that are requesting to get some of those streetscape planners and have them planted in from their businesses. And unfortunately, we did not have any. We ran out of them this year. So this is a fundraiser basically to do some more beautification efforts downtown and to make the downtown look even better than it has in previous summers. But you can contact Downtown Lima. Go to our website if you'd like to sponsor a card. These decks go on and on. Our last deck is 10 years old. So if you sponsored then, your promotion's still going 10 years later. But once we get all the sponsorships sold, we will order the cards, and we'll be selling the historical cards as well as the new 20th anniversary deck together. So,
Terrific.
thank you.
Thank you. And Officer Patty Wogerman, who's in charge of Safety City. And I think folks from the Optimist Club are here to announce winners of the coloring contest. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you. In conjunction with the National Night Out, the Optimist Club, we put on a coloring contest, and through a generous donation from the Optimists, we were able to award prizes. So we have 5 of the winners here today, and they were able to make it. Some of the winners had to already return to school, so we do have some of the youngsters that won. So if Lily and Noah could come up. And they both colored a picture with Chief Martin. So if Chief Martin could come up, I'd like to get a picture with them. And here's your pictures, guys. Here, Lily. You want to hold that? And then your winnings are on the back. Nobody can argue with a cash prize, right? Noah, you want to wear the hat? There you go. Right here, Susan.
Oh, that's terrific. Thank you. How cute. All right.
Let's see. Okay, stay up here, Chief. You got one more. So Ayana and August, come on up. There are 2 more of our winners. And Ayana colored the picture of Chief Martin. And August colored a picture of one of our rangers, Ranger Bueller, but he's not able to be here today. So hold your picture, and we're going to get a picture with Chief Martin, okay? So turn around and face the camera there.
You want to wear the hat?
Step up there, August. There we go.
Good job.
Yes, for you. And we have one more winner who colored the picture of Ranger Randy Coley. So if Nora could come up. Here's your picture, and this is Ranger Coley, and that's who was in the picture with you. Okay? Look at the camera there. Can you look that way?
That's good.
All right. Yeah. All right, here's your picture. You want to go back and sit with Dad? Okay. So we had 16 participants, and we were able to give each one of them a little bit of cash prize. And so it was a great thing for the kids to do something at the National Night Out, and we expect to do it again next year. Great, thank you.
Very good. And we want to thank the Optimist Club for their support. Safety City, it's been a vital resource in our community for decades, and they've really been a dedicated service club focused on all the safety aspects with both police and fire at that facility. So thank you. And Autumn Swanson is here to talk about the Citizen Block Patrol and what's happening. Good morning.
I am here to talk about Citizen Block Patrol and the fact that we are having our orientation September 5th at 5:30 p.m. at LACNIP Resource Center located at 1440 West Spring Street. Citizen Block Patrol was just started last year. We currently have about 30 members. We are looking to grow our ranks because we definitely want to have more volunteers out in the neighborhoods and patrolling. And I actually brought one of our volunteers today, Gail Lovett, with me, and I'm going to have her just speak on why she decided to join Citizen Block Patrol.
Well, I basically decided to join just to bring awareness to the neighbors that there are people out there that care in their neighborhood, and they can bring their concerns to people that are walking by and hopefully take a little more pride in their neighborhoods and in their yards and houses. And it's a good way to meet your neighbors.
And I would just like to agree with Gail on that because I am a member of Citizen Block Patrol as well. And when we walk, people will definitely talk to you about their concerns in the community and in the neighborhood. And it is a wonderful way to meet our neighbors. And that is one of the things that we are promoting is meeting your neighbors and being a part of your neighborhood and making this a strong community. So once again, that orientation is going to be September 5th, 5:30 p.m. at LACNIP Resource Center. And if you have any questions, you can always contact me, Autumn Swanson, at 419-221-5177. Thank you.
And I see our Chief, Assistant Chief Andy Hefner. Did you have something for this morning?
Just here taking in
I got it.
your press conference,
All right,
Mayor.
very good. Well, I think that's all that we have for today, so we'll break down for interviews. Thank you.